I have to reground every time I come back into my home. It's like I make myself a cup of tea and then I remember, oh, I have this webinar to listen to and I have this to do. So I do the things where I can just sit down and let it almost acclimatize myself from being outside. And now, in my quote unquote infinite wisdom, I realize it's like I'm cleansing all that stuff outside. You know, I'm cleansing the people that I had to talk to, or the interruptions, or the long wait, or the drive home. It's not so much anymore that we go out and we have a pleasant walk and everyone asks us how we are and, you know, we stop. There's just not that kind of a life anymore. I live in a very urban area, so when I come back, I've got to clean. This is how I look at it now. I'm cleaning myself from all that crap and that energy and the loudness and the buses and am I lost? Did I miss it? Oh, I didn't get the red light, or I did get the red light. You know, when you leave the house, you go through all this crap. And I come home and I live alone and no little poopsie dog. I have my tea, listen to, it'll be a music tape or it'll be a spiritual tape. And it just grounds me. And then after about a half hour, 45 minutes, whatever, then I can get into more of the real work, you know, creating something, finishing a song, practicing the scales. I'm currently learning jazz piano, which is, it's a challenge. So I can get into the hard work. And I just noticed this really yesterday because I try to come home and just jump into something hard and I can't. It's like a little buffer zone from the outside to when I can reconnect to my inside. Being a single woman, I never have anyone on the outside who really takes care of me. I mean, when I drive, I have to figure out how to get there. Do I have enough EV in my car? Do I have enough gasoline in my car? Am I too early for the appointment? Should I bring them a gift? When I was married, I never realized how nice it is just every day. And I was usually close with my husband while we were married. You know, shopkeepers are always, I hate to say this, they're really nicer to you when you have a husband with you, you know, or, yeah, it's the husband, you know, that whole kind of relationship. It's like you're an entity when you come to them. When I go as a single woman, I have to go through all this stuff, you know, maybe it's a single guy who's looking for a girlfriend or, you know, then I fantasize, does he think I'm coming on to him if I'm too nice, you know, and then if I'm not nice, am I a mean person? I just, you know, it's not easy. It's not easy when you're single and it's day in and day out. I mean, I'm very strong. I know how to travel by myself. I know how to do all that stuff, but it's a lot nicer when you have somebody that appears or you think is taking care of you. It's really nice, girls, guys, if you're listening, you know, and it's something that I think a woman appreciates, and maybe men don't know this, but it's, you know, women have a lot of parameters to go through, as we can see, just being a woman. You know, they can't be too flirty, they can't be mean, you know, if they act sweet, are they being dumb? You know, do they question, like when I buy a car, I feel like I'm being rude if I try to get it for less money, whereas guys play this game all the time. Men were ruthless with me, just ruthless, openly stole from me, and I didn't want to hurt their feelings. You know, I was a Girl Scout. We were trained to be polite and keep our dresses down and cross our legs and, you know, always say please and thank you. I mean, that was ground into me. Oh, please, May, thank you. It was so nice, you know. And I'm lucky I have my retirement to make up for the husbands I've been with. It's not an easy life for women. I feel very thankful to be as strong as I am, to not need a man, to not have to. I mean, the other side of the spectrum is I come and go as I want. I don't have to leave, you know, beans cooking on the stove for the man who doesn't know how to turn on the oven. You know, being married has its own set of issues if you're not with someone who's really fun to be with. And that's what I look for. It's not just, you know, keeping the bed warm or paying the bills. Is it fun? You know, I would love to have somebody who has a sense of humor. Frankly, I am really, really funny. And I'm also very funny when things are bad. It's like, you know, I go through a hard time, and then what I find is I become sardonic, then I become a little bit sarcastic, and then it's just plain silly funny. So I've learned to kind of take events or emotions or people and make it kind of my running tale of go-go. I call myself go-go. I'm not Gloria, I am go-go. So that's like my humorous name. It makes me feel like a clown in the circus, so I call myself go-go, like in Cirque du Soleil, you know, and I see myself sort of prancing around in a pink harlequin outfit, you know, those squares like that, and maybe makeup and a mask and little ballet slippers, and that's go-go. So I turn, you know, all those dreadful things into something funny. And, you know, that's not to say I don't notice the horrors. I feel them very, very deeply, but I have to have something to keep me going every day, you know, even just not about my life, but about other people that I know who are suffering, and the world that is suffering right now. So I think what would go-go do, you know, besides blessing, I always want to bless and give some positive input to whatever's going on. So